Tony Russ. Tony Russ worked at Benedictine for 44 years in various roles, including coach, English teacher, dean of men, and athletic director. His athletic accomplishments as a player and coach are well documented, including 2 city championships as a player and as either an assistant coach or athletic director for 6 football state championships. Many Bengals knew Mr. Russ as a teacher and later as their dean of men. As dean of men in charge of discipline, some might have preferred to know Mr. Russ from afar. His presence alone could dictate the energy in a crowded study hall. But it would be a mistake to think his physical stature was not matched or even exceeded by a mental acuity that could outduel any who thought to cross verbal swords. Anyone who served attention with him could tell you that. That mental acuity served him well in the classroom. He was an excellent English teacher for many years, but he was called to lead as an administrator, where he served in various capacities for decades. Mr. Russ was interviewed as part of a documentary produced about the 1973 state championship team. Mr. Russ's first year at Benedictine included coaching the class of 1973 as freshmen on their freshman football team. When asked about his career becoming part of the culture of discipline at Benedictine as dean of men, this is what he had to say.
Well, I think you're giving one guy too much credit. I think the institution benefited from whole groups of people that worked here. If I was one of them and if I made an impact with somebody, I felt good about that. But, it was kind of a time and a place. I mean, fresh out of college, I hadn't even gotten my diploma when I started because I lost a quarter through knee surgeries. So they were sending my diploma through the mail. They already checked that I graduated, but I met these guys and I re-met Coach Basu as more of an equal than a leader that coached me. The first week I said, this is pretty good. I was a football player, I was a coach, and I know that people need discipline to play those sports. People need discipline to be successful at those sports. And I just said to myself in the school especially, if a guy is going to be successful in academics and sports or whatever, life, he needs some kind of discipline. When it fell to me to do something about disciplinary action, I did it simply because I thought it was important. And, I ended up as athletic director 2 different times, dean of students, defensive coordinator. I did a lot of jobs at one time, especially, and that took some discipline and took a loving wife who saw me about 2 hours a week. And, it was just a natural progression from a freshman English teacher and freshman coach to a varsity coach to a defensive coordinator to athletic director to dean of students to whatever they needed done. Hopefully I made some kind of impact, and as many people did. That kind of decided me early on that this is what I wanted to do. I was home. I came back to where I felt comfortable and to where I knew I made an impact, I think, as a player. And I wanted to extend whatever knowledge I had to the next generation of kids, and it turned out to be, I guess, a couple generations. So it's called boring. You don't leave a place, but and that was Augie's idea. Coach Basu, once he came out of Latin and he got here, 50 years went by in a blink of an eye for him too. He was in love with the place, and he kind of made sure I was too. Ginny talked about this all the time, about the closeness that she sees throughout the generations of people that have gone to the school. And it's a part of it is, what would you call it, a shared experience. It's a small enough place where you feel like family, where family is important to people. I think most of the people that have gone through here as teachers and coaches have cared about the kids a lot, and if they didn't, they left after a couple of years and found somebody that did. So whoever it was that did or said something that sparked a light in you, fact is that there was an ember in you already, and it maybe it just kind of burst out because of what you experienced, you know. And if you talk to 50 different people, you get 50 different answers as to why they felt what they felt. Well, Ginny said I never smiled until the last game was over if it was a victory. And
Tony Russ's leadership at Benedictine shaped the culture of the home of champions. There are countless stories of appreciative men at Benedictine who were set on the right path by Mr. Russ. Separate from the legend that people knew from afar was a caring individual who put in so much time, energy, and effort into the students whom he served. Off the field and outside the classroom, he and his wife Ginny volunteered at the Cleveland Animal Protective League in various capacities in exemplary fashion. We are honored to induct Tony Russ, class of 1966, into the Benedictine Hall of Honors.